3, 4. Hope you're all having a good one. I just wanted to check in with you and 6 days till election live. I'm trying to figure out today how I might want to do live stream for election day and maybe the day after, because I have a small issue with the fact that I'm already live streaming 24/7 on YouTube and another place. And so the computer is working triple overtime in some ways. And I don't really want to stop the other live streams either. So it might just have to be on the phone talking to you guys like this, like I normally do, as I'm sharing whatever breaking news I can bring to you next Tuesday and Wednesday. Me personally, I'm not planning to be watching the TV too much because there's just going to be, like there always is, so much drama and unnecessary pontificating and banter. And I just don't need any of that. I don't recommend it for uh, anyone. So I'm going to be following the places I've been following for years and getting all kinds of the up to date info and giving you my take on it while I'm sitting here at the computer. I think maybe next week when I'm doing that, maybe I'll just give you a different angle so you can actually see my computer, even though it won't be perfect screen that I'd like to have. But like I said, I really don't want to touch the 24/7 live streams of the piano because yeah, once I do that, it's hard to go back and forth. So uh, if I just stay, if I do it this way next week, that'll probably be better for all of us. And then I can stream more. We can talk. I can share with you all what I'm finding out, what's happening up to the minute. And I know I'm thinking about maybe working a little extra hard this weekend to get ahead of some projects that I can just post later, because probably Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I think I'm going to be a little bit preoccupied with what's happening, and maybe you can relate to that. But even though I totally feel like we have the next 3 months ahead of us to be quite the experience, and I mean, I don't mean to say that even positively or negatively. I just think it's inevitable that we have a bit of a process ahead of us still, because even if it's an outright win, there's no way it's going to just, you know, November 6th, it's done. It's just no way. From everything we've seen the last 8 years, and especially the last four, there's no way this thing is over on November 6th. Not as far as the contesting of things, and I see no path where we get to that reality on November 6th or 7th or 8th. So, like I've been telling you guys, I would rather go in with the mindset of this is how it's going to be, and let's not lose our brains over it, because we should already expect that, even though it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't at all. It should be the day, right? And it should be pretty quick, and it should be over with. But there's no way that's going to happen. But Digital revolution. Hey, welcome back. My XRP friend. So yeah, what else am I going to talk about? I don't know, it's going to be, I'm going to keep reiterating to just be ready for next week mentally, because maybe next week will be the hardest part in some ways, just because it's been anticipated for so long, and now we're going to have to actually experience the beginning of this process. I really hope I'm wrong about that, but everything indicates that that's what we're headed for, and a lot more next couple months. Oh, you got all kinds of goodies to read for me. Brett Garlinghouse, Ripple, Prosperity, 11th month, Phoenix Rises, Trillionaires Shock the World. Sounds good to me. I'd like to be one of them. Winky Dinks, Rare New Moon on a Thursday. Why does it feel like Christmas? Joel Katz. There's quite a few people dropping hints and such, isn't there? And yeah, little goodies here and there. We're also expecting Hypnotic November, right? We're almost to November. We're 2 days away from November 2024. Can you believe it? What a long wait it has been. Just get here already, will ya? November? Hurry up. So, yeah, other than that, I've been really happy to see the response on the TCB updates and the interest there. That's a whole other subject of it's looking like with George Magazine, November and December are probably going to be really big months for George. And so who else is it going to be a big month for? Is kind of the question that we're wondering and asking ourselves right now. But between 𝐠𝐤𝐻 and George Magazine and the hints and the upcoming sort of interviews and things that are a little bit kind of mysteriously being talked about, prepped. I mean, until further notice, it just reaffirms what Gene told me about a month ago, which was we're in a holding pattern this month and we're just waiting. So at the time, that really affirmed to me that, okay, I'm just going to keep doing, I'm not hearing anything, emails or phone calls or messages from anybody that's indicating I'm on the wrong track to at least be talking about it and kind of feeling things out. So that's what we've been doing this month, and just learning what we can through the new videos and everything. TCB, Elvis always wanted to be a superhero with a lightning bolt on his chest. Well, so far he's doing pretty good with that, I would say, as Bob Joyce. Oh, as a child. Yeah, I didn't know that. I heard something about him wanting to, what was it? Be in this, was it the CIA or FBI or something, like he wanted to do something for the government. I can't remember. I don't know if that was a rumor or if that was very confirmed, but he served in the military, obviously. So yeah, there's no doubt he wanted to serve his country and humanity, and as a spiritual leader too. and we believe he is right now. Um, yeah, I didn't realize until a couple days ago when I looked back at the church website for Pastor Bob, and I don't know, maybe didn't catch this or I wasn't thinking about it at the time, but it said he was ordained as a pastor in 1981, I think. It was either 81 or 82. That's a long time ago. And it seems like the first history of him starting a church or even a small group was like 2010 or 2011. Mm, it's a lot of missing links in there, if you ask me. And the only history that I've seen so far, if somebody has something, send it on over. But was just musical stuff, like his 1990 album. That was something I was going to look up. Is there an album earlier than 1990, or even a single or a song from Bob Joyce? Um, I'm kind of surprised I haven't looked for that already, but I'm going to do it right now just to see what's officially on YouTube. One reason I'm really excited for November is I'm going to get another computer. Nothing fancy, just something decent, probably refurbished, because that's all I need anyway. And I'll be able to do more with you guys live, excuse me, without touching. It's like I said, my big issue now is that the decent computer that I have now is running multiple live streams at the same time. And I'm trying to record and make videos for you guys and do all this stuff. So I really need some more gear. And I thought I was going to do it sooner, but prices keep going up on everything. And I've had to get, I've had to be creative myself at times to do the things I want and plan for, a little vacation maybe in December. No big plans really, but with how the economy has been and unknowns, you really got to plan ahead and like a boss. You got to be making a plan if you want to do things you want and be prepared for the future. And we hope that's going to get a whole lot better next year. We pray and hope. Okay, I will look really quick here before I finish this live. So if anybody, I don't know, has any questions or you want me to look into something further, I did mention in the last live that I'm considering, I haven't committed, but I'm considering to fly over to see Pastor Bob and visit his church, do like a Saturday through Sunday thing. Um, I already, though, really doubt that I'm going to get an interview or any special treatment. Uh, if I bought a plane ticket, I would be trying to call the church and email, try to get through however I could and let them know uh, a very simple goal to talk to them. And I don't know, on camera would be nice, but I don't want to be in his face either or anything. And I really do believe that we're all just kind of waiting for things to pan out. So like, there's this part of me that's like, why even bother try to interview him? 𝐠𝐤𝐻o already did it, and there wasn't any necessarily huge revelations that came out of that. But then there's this other side of me that it's like, well, this is your chance, right? Before, what if he really is Elvis and you missed your chance, before his popularity goes from pretty big already to ridiculous. Um, and that's almost a question in itself. Like, what would happen if that's revealed? Um, how exactly would that affect him? I mean, he's not young anymore, so it's not like he's gonna uh, start dancing around on stage and doing big performances again. But I mean, maybe there would be some things that he would do, but it's probably going to be more like gospel. It's going to be gospel focused or church service focused. Um, I mean, with that first George event they have, I'm just picturing like a massive revival event with um, just people getting saved, church services, like I don't know, maybe outside, who knows what, right? And I can see a future with that happening if if it becomes known that he's Elvis. And wow, that would be really an incredible sight to see. It would kind of be like the Billy Graham days, but probably exponential, you know, just because of social media and how many people would be watching it at the same time. And yeah, it's interesting to even think about. You might like it better if you were low key. He doesn't like getting cornered with questions about him being Elvis, especially on video. Yeah, I would think long and hard about the questions. And I mean, everything I'm thinking so far would be, it would be really laid back. Like, yeah, not even close to cornering him. It'd be more like, I think instead of questions, I would sort of pre plan the conversation. Like, just, I'm a former Marine musician, 15 years, and been a musician my whole life. So I could just literally start talking about the music aspect and how I really appreciate, his position and how he teaches the Bible, his messages, and I really appreciate the music side too, and his singing and his new album, right? So I think that's kind of all it would be, and then the rest would depend on like the situational awareness at the time, and uh but if there's lots of people stand there and they want to talk to him too, it's, yeah, I don't know how far I'm going to get really with any special questions anyway. But yeah, I would kind of have like, okay, here's my game plan. And then if I have any more time where I find myself standing there in front of him and I can ask him something, what's it going to be? There's like plan A and then extended plan A or something. And yeah, of course, if I got the go ahead to talk with him or actually ask him questions, that would probably be pre-planned anyway. So I guess that's how it would go, pretty much. From what I'm hearing, it sounds like the overflow room is already filling up, and it's getting already kind of full every weekend, which doesn't surprise me at all. Uh, I wanted I wanted to go several months ago, but it definitely wasn't a good option at the time or use of my time then. But so I'll let you guys know, but I don't think it'd be sooner than maybe a month from now anyway, if I did. So I have a little bit of time to think about it and see how everything pans out between now and then. And a lot could happen by the time we get to the end of November. And probably without a doubt, that will affect my decision on uh, whether or not I buy a plane ticket and go fly to see Pastor Bob. But I would love it. I'm really hoping that it goes in that direction. and I can do it, but I'm really just kind of going with the flow at this point. And I'd like to think I'm supporting in a different way, with bringing awareness to his messages and his church and everything. So, yeah, I'm sure he's very approachable, and yeah, I would love to talk to him. He's a great guy, very laid back, but small hole in the wall church in the backside of the Pizza Hut. Huh, interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna wrap up so I can get back to some things to finish up today, but I will probably live later. Might be dark, but I might do a night shift later. So I hope to see you all there. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you, Digital Revolution. As always, you're awesome. And yeah, I want a picture too. That's check. That's a big one. Um, but yeah, I will go for now and see you guys again soon. Thanks. Take care.